Okay. So, happy Wednesday. Thank you for coming back and joining me. We are in chapter 22 of The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And this chapter is called Persistence. And he starts off by quoting Luke chapter 11, verse 5 to 9, which says, "And he said unto them, Which of you shall have a friend, and shall go unto him at midnight, and say unto him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves. For a friend of mine in his journey is come to me, and I have nothing to set before him. And he from within shall answer and say, Trouble me not, the door is now shut, and my children are with me in bed. I cannot rise and give thee. I say unto you, though he will not rise and give him because he is his friend, yet because of his importunity, he will rise and give him as many as he needeth. And I say unto you, Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." All righty. There are 3 principles, he says, characters in this quotation, you and the 2 friends mentioned. The first friend is a desired state of consciousness. Oh, looks like connection instability. I'm going to keep going though. The first friend is a desired state of consciousness. The second friend is a desire seeking fulfillment. 3 is the symbol of wholeness, completion. Loaves symbolize substance. The shut door symbolizes the senses which separate the seen from the unseen. Children in bed means ideas that are dormant. Inability to rise means a desired state of consciousness cannot rise to you. You must rise to it. Importunity means demanding persistency, a kind of brazen impudence, a kind of brazen impudence, hard-headedness. Okay. Ask, seek, and knock mean assuming the consciousness of already having what you desire. Thus, the scriptures tell you that you must persist in rising to assuming the consciousness of your wish already being fulfilled. So, this is going back around to these details in the circle. The promise is definite that if you are shameless in your impudence, in assuming that you already have that which your senses deny, it shall be given unto you. Your desire shall be attained. Okay? And he says the Bible teaches the necessity of persistence by the use of many stories. Okay. When Jacob sought a blessing from the angel with whom he wrestled, he said, and this is from Genesis 32, verse 26, he says, I will not let thee go except thou bless me. When the Shunammite sought the help of Elisha, she said, and this is from 2 Kings, verse 4 and 30, as the Lord liveth, and as thou soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he rose and followed her. The same idea is expressed in another passage. This is in Luke chapter 18, 1-5. And he spake a parable unto them, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, There was in a city a judge, which feared not God, neither regarded man, and there was a widow in that city. And she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest she weary me by her continual coming. So make a nuisance of yourself with your desires, the persistence in trying to attain your desires. Whew, small bugs. All righty. The basic truth, excuse me, the basic truth underlying each of these stories is that desire springs from the awareness of ultimate attainment, and that persistence in maintaining the consciousness of the desire already being fulfilled results in its fulfillment. It is not enough to feel yourself in the state of the answered prayer. You must persist in that state. Okay. This is the reason for the injunction from Luke chapter 18, verse 1, which says, Man ought always to pray and not to faint. Here, to pray means to give thanks for already having what you desire. Only persistency in the assumption of the wish fulfilled can cause those subtle changes in your mind, which result in the desired change in your life. It matters not whether they be angels, Elisha, or reluctant judges. All must respond in harmony with your persistent assumption. When it appears that people other than yourself in your world do not act towards you as you would like, it is not due to reluctance on their part, but a lack of persistence in your assumption of your life already being as you want it to be. Let me read that part again. For myself, first and foremost. When it appears that people other than yourself in your world do not act towards you as you would like, it is not due to reluctance on their part, but a lack of persistence in your assumption of your life already being as you want it to be. Let me keep going. Your assumption to be effective cannot be a single isolated act. It must be a maintained attitude of the wish fulfilled. So once again, holding the same energy the whole time until it comes into fruition. And he says, finally, and that maintained attitude that gets you there so that you think from your wish fulfilled instead of thinking about your wish is aided by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled frequently. So hold the energy once again of having your wish fulfilled. Like, this is what the reality is. This is my reality. This is my reality until it is your reality. It is the frequency, not the length of time, that makes it natural. That which you constantly return constitutes your truest self. Excuse me. That to which you constantly return constitutes your truest self. Frequent occupancy of the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the secret of success. Frequent occupancy. So persistence, being persistent about what it is that you want, being persistent about the feelings, the thoughts, the taste, the smell of it, feeling consistently that it is your current reality, being persistent with maintaining that feeling between your thoughts and your emotions, your actions, is what brings it into reality. So persistence in holding the vision, okay? Persistently hold the vision, persistently feel the feelings involved, persistently acknowledge that, yes, this is my reality, this is my desire, this is what it is. And you're essentially gliding along until it comes together, it gels together for you. And with that, I'm going to end this video. And we're going to go on to 23 shortly. So thank you for bearing with me, and we'll continue this process.